I'm here this evening with our artist Megan Garlie, and she is displaying her work, which is absolutely gorgeous. So without further ado, let's have Megan talk about her entrance into the world of art.
I'm Megan. I live here in Southbridge, and I started painting like 4 years ago. So it's still kind of new to it. I'm just super happy that I get to show my work here at the library.
All right, so if you'd like to start, we'll go through all your work.
Sure.
So it was like during the COVID period, like when you were more or less housebound, that's when you started?
I was in grad school, and so when I wasn't writing my thesis, I started painting and drawing to kind of fill the time.
I think you're one of the most productive people during that period, that has to be said. And so are you a professional artist? Have you got, art classes in your background, or?
No, I am completely self-taught, other than like art class that I did back in like middle school. A lot of it is like YouTube videos or trying things out and seeing how it happened.
That's
so
wonderful.
there's a lot of mistakes, but then you learn from those mistakes.
Wonderful. So let's start with this piece here. Is this a recent piece?
Yes, I finished this piece up about 2 weeks ago, actually.
Oh, just for the show. That's wonderful.
And I actually took this picture almost exactly 2 years ago when I was up in Newfoundland. This is some fishing rooms in a small village of Kitty Vitty, so it's a small fishing village in Newfoundland. This is acrylic on canvas. Almost all my work is either acrylic or oils on canvas. Acrylic I did before oils. Oils is a much newer medium for me. This is Iceberg at Sunset. This is actually based on a really good photographer from Newfoundland's photo, Ray Mackey. He takes some beautiful photos in Newfoundland, and this is when I was still learning oil paints. So this is a iceberg off the coast of Newfoundland.
So we're already learning some geography in this whole pursuit this evening. It's wonderful. So we've got some landscapes here.
Yes, so this is a storm cloud picture and stormy ocean. So this is a little stormy corner over here. This is again an acrylic and an oil. This is actually the biggest piece I've ever done, and it's actually, I repurposed an old print that was in the house, I think when we moved in 10 years ago, and I repurposed it to create this piece of art.
It's wonderful. Yeah, it's nice. The recycling and repurposing element is also very much appreciated. You're saying that one is acrylic and one is oil?
Yes.
So was that an easy transition to work between
Not
both?
at all. They're very different for me. Acrylics just dry almost instantly, unless it's in a thick layer, whereas oils stay wet for days, depending on the layer. So it was very difficult to go from being able to paint many layers in one sitting to having to wait days to weeks to be able to move on to the next layer in some cases.
So moving to some smaller pieces now.
Yes, the two tops are oil paintings and the bottom one is an acrylic. They're all cloudscapes. And any of these frames, actually, these wooden frames, my boyfriend and I handmade for those pieces. So they're all hand-created pieces. And these are some foggy trees and some tree reflections. So both are oil paintings and just kind of based on some foggy coastal scenes.
Yeah, they're very mood-evoking.
Yes.
Wonderful.
These are all handmade frames. They are all oil paintings on these two panels here. So that's a photo I took when I was on the west coast of Newfoundland in a small little village called Trout River. And this is a little winter bird I did a couple years ago.
Oh, he looks very puffy.
Yes, I made it into a Christmas card one year, I believe. So I made prints of that one.
Oh, fun.
Bit of a cold night. That was kind of a follow along on learning some oil painting. And then I have an Acadian coast, so I took that photo when on vacation in Acadia National Park a couple years ago. And then I have a painting of a duck, a northern pintail.
So it looks like you're very connected to nature and
oh yes,
yeah, commune a lot.
Yes, a lot of almost all my paintings are either birds or nature scenes. So all four of these, they're all my collection of northern lights. They're all just very colorful and fun to paint. I've seen them in Manitoba. Not quite this vibrant, but I did get to see them a couple times.
The whole exhibit is available for viewing during library hours. So we're here at some photography.
Yes, so photography is actually very new for me. I bought my first camera about a month and a half ago. But some of these photos I just loved so much and I really wanted people to be able to enjoy them as well. These two are both taken on sunflowers I grew in my backyard, and they attracted so much wildlife, bees, birds, butterflies. So I just got to see them every day, and it was wonderful. And then this is a seagull that I took a picture of on Cape Cod. And this is an egret that I got to see over in Westville, actually. And then this is one of the hydrangeas from my garden.
It's so white. It's wonderful.
And then this is my little chipmunk friend who eats all of my bird feed that the birds drop for him.
Oh.
So these are also a couple more photographs I took in the backyard. The top two are sunflowers I grew. This one is a sunflower with a little bee on it. And this bottom one is actually some lettuce that I let grow far too long, and it began to flower. Some more paintings.
You've been very busy.
Yes, so the two top ones are from that trip I took to the west coast of Newfoundland. This is Lanzo Meadows, which is the historic Viking village where they landed in North America circa 900 AD or so, give or take a couple years. And this is in Trout River again, but a picture of the little lobster traps that were stacked up against a building. And then this is an acrylic painting from Peggy's Cove in Nova Scotia. It's a very scenic, beautiful point. And I absolutely love going there, so I had to take a photo and then I painted it. So this is on the east coast of Newfoundland. This is in Portugal Cove. A group of us went out on a hike, and just behind it is actually a cemetery that I did research on for my master's thesis. So we had gone out to visit the site to see what it was all about, and I captured this wonderful photo of my friend Mal right along the side of the cliff, so I had to paint that. And then this is an acrylic foggy forest, and this is ink and acrylic. This was one of my earlier styles, and it's a dog skull, which is in black and white, and then the flower, which is in color, just a bit of dichotomy of worlds, I suppose. This is some more icebergs. So I've got two different icebergs here, both of them in oils. The smaller one actually I did show here at the library, I believe 2 years ago in the women's show. I think we just have these two over here left. So these are both national park paintings that I did and gifted to my partner after we'd gone to them. So this is Acadia and this is the Grand Canyon. And both of these are acrylics.
This was a wonderful tour of your work and a very impressive couple of years of measuring your achievement and progression in art, and I'm sure you're going to continue, and thank you very much, Megan.
Thank you
it was
so
very
much.
nice to have you exhibit, and we appreciate having a new environment for the month of October.
Of course, thank you.